They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere.
There he goes. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some real...
It's a seam wide open! He's at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. LSU quick to the line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Thompson wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fakes the grab on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's got 93 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Flicks it out of the air. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Touchdown, Tigers! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride Davis here. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Thompson to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. And how about today? This freshman quarterback has had running the offense. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Thompson wants to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab past the marker. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want. Back to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. It's all
turning it on. Oh, what a cut. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On first and 10 from the 38. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Shakes off the defender. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's second and 10. Defense might bring the house here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side.
exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. He's guided his offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Rushes on him. Crosses the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down two.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
He's got it along the sideline. Here he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
quickly complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Tigers are on the move. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown LSU! And the comeback is on.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Thompson to throw. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He's got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking left. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, Football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They want to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Starts with a second down play. On the direct snap, it's Davis. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. LSU quick to the line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Thompson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.